let's pivot to the Broncos real quick. What's up with Russ? Like, I feel like he's the first player ever who might be actually playing himself out of the Hall of Fame. And I think the question that everybody's looking at right now, should they intentionally, they might even have intentionally tank. Should they just tank and try to get themselves fully in the Caleb Williams thing?
Now, 1 second. Before I answer that question, I want to ask, is the onus of the Broncos' issues solely on Russell Wilson?
No. I think he's a part of it. And honestly, before this game, I don't think he was that bad. But it's not to the point where like he stands out and then we like, that's the Russell Wilson we know. So it's still Sean Payton is
particularly noteworthy. Respectfully.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And everything, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm not wowed by the rest of that team. So I feel bad, and maybe because I am a little bit of a Russell Wilson fan, maybe a lot of bit of a Russell Wilson fan.
I'm about to hurt your feelings today.
A little defensive. I just don't think that the onus of the offense and the issues with that offense should be on Russell. Has he underperformed? Absolutely. Has he looked questionable at times? Absolutely. I just think, kind of similarly to Patrick Mahomes, he's not surrounded by the best offensive artillery.
Whoa. When they got Russell Wilson, everybody was saying how this team was going to be a Super Bowl contender. He got the wide receiver, probably not you, but you know better. Right? We all know better. But they was talking about how Jerry Jeudy is a good wide receiver. Cortland Sutton was a good wide receiver. Noah Fant, was still there like at that time. Got traded after that, and they traded a good tight end and brought in a fairly decent one, and I forgot my man's name, like with the African name or whatever, all right? Your running back situation was good. The offensive line was, but it was workable, right? Now, all of a sudden, he gets there, and everybody looks mid, and he looks mid, too. He looks worse than mid. And then you got Sean Payton that comes up in there, and that's like, oh, man, this is the guy that had Drew Brees. He's the quarterback whisperer and all of that. It's the same thing that I said with Andy Reid, man. Maybe these niggas that we call quarterback whisperers was just mid in the first place, and they just end up having them a good to great quarterback. I saw something, I think it was on First Take today, or Get Up, where it was on Get Up, where Ryan Clark, they was talking about Sean Payton, and Ryan Clark was like, nah, y'all got to realize Drew Brees was good before he got there. Yeah. He just had the sling on his shoulder because he had the bad injury, so Miami didn't want him. And the Chargers end up getting Phillip Rivers. So either way it go, it's just one of those situations where it's like, yo, he's good, but it was just some wild shit happen. So he goes to the Saints, and he's the Drew Brees that we thought. Now, was the shit elevated? Yeah, because the offense allowed him to throw a whole bunch of yards. But Drew Brees was Drew Brees when Drew Brees got to the Saints. The same thing with Andy Reid. He had Donovan with him. He was kind of okay with Alex Smith. You get the greatest quarterback ever, and now people thinking you're an offensive genius again. All right? So I can say the same thing about Sean Payton. When he gets to a team where the quarterback was mid all alone, we just didn't see it because he had a whole bunch of things around him. Because Russell Wilson was more than likely mid, but Pete Carroll put things around him. Darrell Bevel and all of them offensive staff people and everybody in between made him look good. He goes to another team. He wants to be Tom Brady in goddamn Denver. He got the Broncos country. Let's ride. And all of that shit because he's feeling himself. And he ends up in another situation where it just so happens that it exposes all of the things that didn't get exposed in them good years in Seattle. So this is what happens when mid meets mid. It's all mid, fam.
How you gonna mid on mid?
It's mid on mid, Jack. We just didn't see that shit until this year.
And the crazy shit about that is, you look at all the draft capital they gave up on top of the bag that they gave them. Russell Wilson's extension doesn't kick in until next year. He's only making $8 million this year. So next year is when the extension kicks in. If they wanted to rid themselves of Russell Wilson next year, that's $85 million dead cap space that they got to take. So they are stuck with him. They got to make it work at least until 2026. What I'm seeing here is next year it goes to $17 million. In 2025, that man will be making $37 million a year. The next out they have is in 2026. So what are you gonna do? And you traded a first round pick for Sean Payton. So they have to make it work. I don't think he was playing yesterday. He was shit. The motherfucker had 17 yards in the first half. I was salty. I had Cortland Sutton over 3.5 receptions, and that was the sweatiest bet I had in my life. If it wasn't for that amazing catch in the end zone for the touchdown, I would be sick right now. I would have had to call out. I couldn't do it. It couldn't have done it to me. But another thing that I just noticed with the Broncos, and we can move on, but the play calling doesn't seem to be conducive to like a good offense and putting Russ in the right spots with those guys. Like, Jerry Jeudy, he's got talent and he's been playing like shit. But I don't understand why they don't open up the field and spread them out a little bit more. The one big reception he had for like 13 yards, 12 yards, like that looked like a great play. Like they were attacking the middle of the field. Like it seems like it just doesn't seem like it's flowing. You're getting a quarterback who's mid and is coming off of a terrible year last year, and you're getting a coach who has been sitting up in the Fox, press book, the Fox studio up there in LA for a year, 2 years, and he's kind of shaking off the rust. So I don't know. I think that, like you said, they're going to find themselves in the Caleb Williams talk, the Drake May talk, just off the strength of being ass, and they still got to play the Broncos again. They still got to play the Chargers. Like the L's are going to come, and I'm just more mad that the Bears lost to them.
Hey, man, Jerry Jeudy, lucky he didn't get his ass whooped last night.
Yeah, like people, like niggas forget Smitty got hands. Any nigga that know how niggas trying to calm himself down, that's exactly what Smitty was doing.
Did you see him after the speech?
Nah.
Did you see him after the speech? He damn near threw his mic down, G. He damn near threw his... Yes, watch the whole clip. At the end of it, my man was like, "Rrr." I was like, yo, he really want to whoop dude ass right now, but he know if he do it, he going to jail.
So I've been living in NHL and MLB land recently. I don't actually know what was said.
Okay, so this is what happened.
What happened?
I'll send you the video. I'm gonna just give you like the little clip notes. Basically, so they're doing the pregame show on the field at Arrowhead Stadium. It was him and I forgot my man's name who was with him, but and so he's like, I guess like Smitty said something about him like last week, said he's like a tier 3 wide receiver. He's not a game changer and things like that, which is all
true. He's a jag. Yeah, just another guy.
Just another guy. That's what we called him, a jag. Just another guy. So he said, so I came on the field earlier to, he's been playing better the last couple games. So I came on the field later to tell him like, yo, that's just how I see it. I'm glad you're playing better. It's nothing personal. And he said that Jerry Jeudy came to him. He said on TV, he said ninja. And that's the funny part. His co-host didn't know a ninja. He was like, ninja.
He came up to him on TV?
No, this before. Doing like a break. And so he told his co-host that Jerry Jeudy said, "Ninja, I don't mess with you." And then the co-host like, "Ninja," and then everybody who knows, like, basically what he says, "Nigga, I don't fuck with you." Is what Jerry Jeudy said. So he turned up. It's like, so at the end, you sorry ass receiver. He basically went full LA. It was like, you sorry, and I didn't have to say all that since I tried to put my hand out like a man, and you ain't want to stand that. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down, or some shit like that. He started going in on his ass, and so that's pretty much like trying to calm himself down. After that, Jerry Jeudy background like this shit while they doing the segment, it was just crazy shit. You'll see. I'll send you the video. I'll put the video in a full group chat. But I was gonna say this about them before we move on to our next.
Wait. You didn't even mention the one where Jerry Jeudy was in the back.
Oh yeah, Jerry Jeudy. So then pre-game, Jerry Jeudy goes behind the NFL Network set. And he's just like rapping some NBA young boy, and he's like yelling, and you see Steve Smith, and they see him, and he's and he just go out there and 3 receptions, 14 yards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, come on.